What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Vegan Test Kitchen. Pumpkin saag is what's on the plate today, and you may be wondering, what is pumpkin saag? Saag is traditionally an Indian dish made with greens, like spinach or mustard greens. We are adding those to the saag tonight, but we're also adding pumpkin. So this is a pumpkin saag. It's still autumn, guys, and so if you have any pumpkins laying around, grab them. Throw them in here. That's what we're gonna do. So, as always, the ingredients that you need are listed below in the description. Let's get started. We're gonna need 3 pounds of sugar pumpkins, and if you're curious what a sugar pumpkin is, it's just those pumpkins that you get at the store that are the pie pumpkins. So don't get the huge jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, those are different. You need the pie pumpkins. But first, set your oven to 350. Don't forget to do that. Grab a cookie sheet. Now you wanna grease it if it's not a non-stick, or put some kind of lining on there. While we're waiting for that to preheat, grab a knife because we're gonna start cutting. I was just thinking, this looks like those floating islands in Avatar, or jellyfish. Now we're gonna cut them vertically in half. Now you can save these seeds and of course roast them later if you want. I'm not gonna do that because if I did, then I would never do it. So grab a spoon, or if you still have your carving kit from Halloween, grab that. We're gonna take the seeds and the stringy bits out. Now we're gonna place these cut side down on the baking sheet. And we're gonna bake for 45 minutes, just until it's easily pierceable with a fork. Fun fact, pumpkins are fruit. Much like tomatoes, they're tricky. Just like tomatoes. They're 90% water, lots of water. You'll stay hydrated by eating pumpkins. And they have more fiber than kale and more potassium than bananas. So they're pretty friggin' awesome. All right, we are pierceable. So we're gonna let these cool and then we're gonna chop them up. And you can turn off your oven. You know what, let's go ahead and throw these in the fridge. Help them cool a little faster. All right, while those are cooling, grab your onion and your garlic and start chopping away. Now we're gonna chop our spinach. Just chop it coarsely. Grab your 1-inch knob of garlic. You wanna skin it, and then we're gonna grate it into the actual pot. By now, the pumpkin should be cool enough to where we can take the skin off and chop it into cubes. It's still a little warm. If you let it cool all the way, it's probably gonna be easier to keep it into cubes. Now, grab a soup pot. We're gonna heat this on medium-high. Throw in your peanut oil. Now, while that is heating up, let's go ahead and start your rice. The rice is not actually included in this recipe. If you wanna use flatbread, grab flatbread. I'm making rice because I feel like it needs rice. Grab a medium saucepan. I'm using basmati rice. Just cook it by the packaged instructions. All right, our oil is heated up, so let's go ahead and throw in our onion, and we're gonna saute this for about 5 minutes. Now we're gonna add our garlic and saute for about 3 more minutes. Oh yeah, it smells good. I think that is where we need it. Now we are going to add our pumpkin, and we're gonna cook this until it's heated through. And it's okay to have some of these mashed. You're gonna want to mash some of them, but if you can keep a few that are cubed. Our pumpkin is heated through, so now we're gonna add our spices, garam masala, cinnamon, cayenne, salt. We're gonna grate our ginger. And we're gonna add 1 cup of water. And we're gonna cook this for about 5 minutes. This pumpkin's kind of falling apart already, so it's kind of perfect. So I'm not gonna mash it. And you wanna mix this often, because otherwise the water's gonna evaporate and it's gonna burn. You don't want to burn. Let's start adding in our spinach in batches. This is so much spinach. But if you've ever seen saag before, it's just green. It's just a bunch of green. because it's all greens. It's a lot of greens. Let's just add the rest. All right, now that we've mixed everything in, we're gonna cook it for about 10 more minutes, then we'll be pretty much done. While that's cooking, grab your lime. 10 minutes is up. Turn it off. Grab your half of a lime. We're gonna juice it right into the pot. And you're supposed to adjust the salt. So give it a little taste. See if it needs a little bit more salt. Now, if you have the patience to let this cool down, they say it's better if you let it sit for a while. Depending on how long I want to wait is when I will eat it. Let's try it. Couldn't wait that long. It's good. Definitely has a spinach taste. That's for sure. You can definitely taste a little bit of the lime, which is good. It needs it, I think. It's a good Indian dish. And again, it would probably be better if I had the patience to wait a little bit longer. I don't know why you're supposed to wait. I guess, you know, flavors melting and all that good stuff. But this would really be good on bread too, some naan. I have to say, I was a little skeptical because there was gonna be pumpkin in this. I was scared it was gonna be too sweet, but it's really not. And you know, a lot of Indian food has a little bit of a sweetness to it anyway. So this is perfect, really, for what it is. I say it's good. If you like Indian food, try this. Especially if you got some pumpkins laying around, just throw them in here. Anyway, I hope you liked what you saw today. If you would eat this, hit a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And of course, like and subscribe and comment and all that good stuff. I will see you all next time.